to Washington, D.C. In front of you, you see the Washington Monument. Over this way, that is the Martin Luther King Memorial. And over here is the Jefferson Memorial. So welcome to Washington, D.C. And among American citizens, there should be no forgotten men and no forgotten races. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. I pledge myself to a new deal for the American people. In these days of difficulty, Americans everywhere must and shall choose the path of social justice, the path of faith, the path of hope, the path of love towards our fellow man. No country, however rich, can afford to waste of its human resources. Demoralization caused by vast unemployment is our greatest extravagance. Naturally, it is the greatest menace to our social order. I never forget that I live in a house owned by all American people and that I have been given their trust.
I know, I wish they were.
I see 1/3 of a nation ill-clad and ill-nourished. It is time to extend planning to a wider field, in this instance comprehending in one great project many states directly concerned with the basin of one of our greatest rivers, the Tennessee Valley Authority. I propose to create a civilian conservation corps to be used in simple work. More important, however, than material gains will be the moral value of such work. Oh, I gotta try it again. We must scrupulously guard the civil rights and civil liberties of all citizens, whatever their background. We must remember that any oppression, any injustice, any hatred is a wedge designed to attack our civilization. I have seen war. I have seen war on land and sea. I have seen blood running from the wounded. I have seen the dead in the mud. I have seen cities destroyed. I have seen children starving. I have seen the agony of mothers and wives. I hate war. We have faith that future generations will know that here, in the middle of the 20th century, there came a time when a men of goodwill found a way to unite and produce and to fight and destroy the forces of ignorance and intolerance and slavery and war. They who seek to establish systems of government based on the regimentation of all human beings by a handful of individual rulers call this a new order. It is not new and it is not order. The structure of world peace cannot be the work of one man, one party, one nation, or one nation. It must be a peace for which it rests on the cooperative effort of the whole world. Once again, the structure of world peace cannot be the work of one man, or one party, or one nation. Must be a peace which rests on the cooperative effort of the whole world, and the only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. Let us move forward with strong and active faith. Freedom of speech, freedom of worship, freedom from want, freedom from fear. Here we are at the Jefferson Memorial, and all these stairs are made of marble. Which means that in order to get this memorial, somebody certainly lost their marbles.
Just enough time for you to get ice in the bottle. Yeah? I was like, you don't care. He's like, no, I'm cool. I was like,
I am not an advocate for frequent changes in laws and constitutions. But laws and institutions must go hand in hand with the progress of the human mind. As that becomes more developed, more enlightened, new discoveries are made, new truths are discovered, and manners and opinions change. With the change of the circumstances, institutions must advance also to keep pace with the times. They might as well require a man to wear still the coat which fitted him when a boy, as civilized society to remain even under the regimen of their barbarous ancestors. 1743, 1826. Thomas Jefferson. Sworn upon the altar of God. Sworn upon the altar of God. God eternal, hostility against every form of tyranny over the mind of man. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights. Among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men. We must solemnly publish and declare that these colonies are and of right ought to be free and independent states, and for the support of this declaration, with a firm reliance on the protection of divine providence, we mutually pledge our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor. Almighty God hath created the mind free. All attempts to influence it by temporal punishments or burthens are a departure from the plan of the holy author of our religion. No man shall be compelled to frequent or support any religious worship or ministry, or shall otherwise suffer on account of his religious opinions or belief. But all men shall be free to profess and, by any argument, to maintain their opinions in the matter of religion. I know but one code of morality for man, whether acting singly or collectively.